Welcome everybody to the Dome Experience, part of the football wing here, used for recruiting a lot, Shafe, to give an idea of what it's like in the Dome. It's back in the Dome on Friday night, so kind of a notable jumping off point for us. This is a pretty cool part of the building here.
Yeah, they did a great job with this. Gives us an opportunity to bring the kids in, kind of give a Dome experience, and then put highlight video on here and really anything we want. So it's a great opportunity for us in recruiting, show the kids this, this new part of the facility.
Yeah, I can't see it all right now, but it feels very much like a mini dome right down to the roof, and got the big screen over here so that any time of the year or day you can get a feel for what it's like on game day. Game night this time around, Friday night at 7 against the Louisville Cardinals. We'll get into that in a bit. You come in off the trip to MetLife and the Notre Dame game, and just one of those. It's amazing to have 5 turnovers, a +4 in the margin. I know you've been over it throughout the weekend, but it went in the wrong count.
Yeah, great job by the kids creating turnovers. Had the opportunity there to finish the game at +4. Almost +6. We had 2 others on the ground, that didn't get back and haven't lost. I don't know if I've ever lost a game when we were +4. Need to do a better job finishing our drives in the red zone and find a way to get that win. But I was, I look at the silver lining side of things. Physical football team. Kids played hard, forced turnovers. There were some good things on tape. Really came down to a couple big plays on defense that we gave up and couldn't finish in the red zone.
It's funny, you could say, well, it's been 2 losses, but this team's obviously capable of getting close to 600 yards total offense, as you did 2 weeks ago, and then creating the turnovers. So generally speaking, you keep doing that, you're going to win games. Yeah,
we just need to stay with the plan, stay focused in on, continue to improve upon the things we know we have to, but not neglect the things that we have done a good job with. So, you get back on track. No one feels good about the loss, but, we played a top 10 team, a very good football team, well-coached team with Brian Kelly's outfit in Notre Dame, and they're going to win a lot of games. They got a shot to be one of those 4 teams, I think, by the end of the season. So, we put that bar up there high, came up short against a great team. Now we got to get ready for Louisville.
They'll have a big challenge with Stanford at home this weekend, and then back into the ACC schedule for the Irish. As for the Orange, it's Louisville, and more on that coming up. You mentioned the red zone. You've been, I'm sure, hand-wringing a little bit about it and doing some research. Can you put a finger on what's going on there?
Well, when you look at the numbers, we haven't been horrible in the red zone, but there's been instances where we've gotten to the fringe of the red zone and then hurt ourselves and got backed out of it, and can't do that. Once you get down there, I think the big thing is to continue to progress forward with not only the game plans but the finishing of plays. We had some opportunities that we didn't come up with, so you keep pounding that rock till it breaks right down the middle, and that's the key.
Now, we talked to you so many times during the week. We'll probably have to save the injury stuff for later in the week, you think?
Yes.
Well, easy enough. We'll see how that shakes out. But Ashton Broad would be obviously one that I know you'd be a question mark, but you gave us an indication last week that he's probably a no-go for the Louisville game. So we get a 7 o'clock Friday night game against this Cardinal team. Bobby Petrino's back. They're going to throw it all over the lot. They're going to score 40 points. Wait a minute. This has been a defensive-oriented team so far this year.
Yeah, they're very talented. Charlie Strong did a great job recruiting those kids, and they really have a lot of team speed, really on both sides of the ball. But the defense has been playing extremely well. Again, not too dissimilar to last week. We're going to have multiple looks out of them. We're going to have some pressures both with man and zone. So it'll be a good challenge for our guys to go out there against a quality defensive team in Louisville. And like you mentioned, Coach Petrino, his obvious background's on the offensive side of the ball, and he does some great things. He breaks his tendencies every week. He doesn't let you get a beat on where he's going to go with things. And they're multiple. They'll spread you out. They'll get into 2 tight ends. They'll get into 3 tight ends in the back. So we'll have a lot of things in this short week to prepare for, and we need to be on point, target the things that we know we can attack, and then be ready to adjust to the elements throughout the course of this game.
Now, I can see it here on paper. When you look at it at film and you see a team that's allowing opponents only 21% on third down, is so good against the run, permitting only 60 yards per game, what's that tell you about their team?
Well, I mean, it's the formula that teams want to have.
You as well.
When you can create negative yards on first down, then you get yourself in long yardage down, second, third down, and then the percentages go way up, not only in your win percentage on third down, but your win percentage after the game's over.
Yeah, one of the other things that really make these two teams similar, you've run the ball with so many different players this year successfully.
Yeah.
You've had 3 players with Prince Tyson Gully, Adonis Amin Moore, and the quarterback Terrell Hunt. All have had at least one 100-yard rushing game. Same story for Louisville. 3 different players, and this Brandon Radcliffe comes from 4th in the depth chart for a big game against Wake on Saturday.
Yeah, he played extremely well. He's really quick. He's a dynamic runner. You know, he can stop on a dime and then reaccelerate and you know, really damage you with his vision and his cutback. So, you know, talented player. They have a lot of those. So, you know, we're going to have to match up and hit them well.
Well, I know big games against Louisville in the past have been an example for you how you can pull one off when you're playing Notre Dame and Florida State and teams like that. So a shot again in the Dome in your place on Friday night.
That's right. It'd be great to be back in the Dome.
All right, looking forward to it, folks. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff on Friday night. A couple of special accommodations for everybody to be aware of, and that one, some of the pregame festivities and things. Look for the Dome to be rocking, but starting at 7 o'clock, the band will be practicing on the I-81 side, the Irving Ave side of the Carrier Dome prior to the game. Hope everyone is wearing their orange, and we'll see you in the Dome as the Cuse takes on the Cardinals back in the conference here in the ACC. It'll be the first conference matchup of the year for the Orange, Friday night at 7 o'clock. For Coach Shafer and Matt Park, thanks for watching. Cuse.tv.